If we come into Philadelphia, we have to have a cheesesteak.
Sorry, I'm not entirely sure what it is.
You will enjoy
With cheese.
Yeah, well, like there's different kinds of cheese. You can add onions.
So you can sit forward a little bit. Yep, just like that.
Great.
And yeah, and so look to Louise, and that'll be it.
Lovely.
Okay.
So can you tell me your name, where you're from, and your position, please?
My name is Jon Huggett. I'm living in London, and I am the chair of the Social Innovation Exchange 6.
Great, thanks. And can you tell us where you are at the moment and what you're doing here?
Well, I'm excited to be here because it's great to see 6 come together, to see people from all around the world. We have people here today from the Americas, we have people here from Asia, we have people here from Europe, we have people from Africa, and we even have at least one person who has worked in Australia with a social innovator. So it's a fantastic collection of people coming together to learn not only about social innovation, but about innovation socially. How do we exchange ideas? How do we learn from each other? There's a famous quote from Clinton that is often paraphrased, so I'll use my own form, which is that pretty much every social problem has been solved by someone, somewhere. So our challenge is to find out where the solutions are and share them. And if we have good ideas, to share them so people can copy and reproduce and replicate and whatever is the appropriate word after that.
Perfect.
I hope also to meet new people and make new friends and build my own network of folks who are extremely interested by the problems that we face and we try to solve.
Thank you. And tell me about what you've seen this morning, what you've learned about like the theme, the reason we're gathering here in a specific way in Philadelphia. Say Philadelphia, that'd be great. Why we're gathering here in Philadelphia today, and what you've experienced this morning a little bit.
Well, we are in Philadelphia today to talk about youth unemployment, getting youth back into work, youth employment, if you like. It's not about the lost generation, or maybe it is, it's about the generation of the future and how do we help them into employment. This morning we've had a whole range of good discussions around what that means, what innovations are doing, what can we do. It's particularly pertinent to me as I'm working with clients who are trying to tackle that issue as employers. There's a whole bunch of folks out there who are trying to run businesses and employ people who do care about youth unemployment, but paradoxically, they find it difficult to hire the youth with the skills that they need for their business. So what can they do as a good employer to give people jobs in their business that will set those folks up for life? We know that if a young person has a job when they're young, it is a good habit that they will keep for life. If they're unemployed while young, as one of the speakers said this morning, that can scar for life. So what does a good employer do? And I've been hearing this morning lots of ideas from people about how an employer can create apprenticeships, can think about reaching out, creating new skills. Been hearing from NGOs that are working with young people to come up with new ideas, come up with new ways of thinking about education, about creating links between schools and workplaces that will help get young people into work, which is why we're here today.
Great. And one final question. Why is it important that 6 is hosting this gathering rather than an organisation who works in this field, an expert in the employment field? Why is it important for 6 as a social innovation community to be hosting a gathering with all of these different people?
We are a community of innovators. We like to draw in people from around the world. We like to think that we welcome the unexpected. So we would say that if you follow the crowd, you probably get no further than the crowd. If you use the crowd to come up with ideas, there's no shortage of good ideas to come up with. So we like to think that we're the group of people that can bring together the bright ideas and ferment and come up with ways to cross-fertilize and somehow bring things together. If we just had folks from the quote employment field, we might miss some outside views. And even if you say the employment field, is that employers? Is it employment experts? Is it educationalists? I mean, these are issues that affect all of us, so the employment field should be all of us, so we should include all of us in thinking about solutions and the way forward. And 6 tries to bring in folks from all angles.
Thank you very much, John.
Thank you.
Absolutely perfect.
Was that good?
Just what we need. Exactly what we need.
Right.
Possibly a little bit better than what I thought we could get. So thank you.
No, anything else? Nothing at all?
No,
Okay,
great.
cool. Thank you.
Lunchtime.